The pink marble is peeling, the pedestal is rotting, and the algorithm doesn't love you back. Welcome to Dismantle Hustle, Aquarius edition. I'm Poppy, your Age of Aquarius biz guide. We are filing for divorce from the me era and architecting the age of we. This is your field guide to leaving the scarcity loop, regulating your nervous system, and building a business that actually has a soul. The old world is shitting the bed. Let's build something better. Let's go beyond the course launch and talk about reciprocal revenue and the Aquarian audit. We've been sold a dream of passive income that is, quite frankly, built on an active nightmare. The industry has taught us to build funnels that feel like spider webs and launches that feel like psychological warfare. We've been told that to be successful, we have to create a course, put it behind a gated wall, and spend all of our energy converting people. But it's February 2026 and the world is heavy. People are navigating state-sponsored violence, economic shifts, and the massive loss of trust in digital gurus. Your people are tired of being treated like a conversion rate. Today, we are doing a masterclass on the models. We're moving beyond the traditional extractive course launch and into the reciprocal revenue. We're going to audit your content for truth, rewrite your launch scripts for invitation, and build offers that actually honor the we. Part 1, the Aquarian audit. Content that connects. Before we can talk about revenue, we have to talk about the frequency of the words you're putting into the world. In the old world, the Piscean shadow, marketing was about the hook. It was about finding a pain point, pressing it until it bled so that you could sell the bandage. In the Aquarian shift, we don't press on wounds, we acknowledge them. When you're creating content this week, I want you to run it through the Aquarian audit. I want you to literally pull up your last 3 Instagram posts or Substacks and ask these 3 questions. The first question, is this outcome obsessed or process focused? Most marketing promises a magic pill, but your people are smarter than that. They know that if they are navigating a chronic condition or giving them a 3-step PDF isn't going to cure them overnight. They want to know the process. When you write, are you just showing the after photo? Or are you talking about the Tuesday morning when everything went wrong and you used your own tools to regulate? Talk about the soil, the messy, dark, nutrient-dense middle, not just the fruit. If you only show the fruit, you're selling a fantasy. If you show the soil, you're selling a path. Question number 2. Does this bridge or bypass? This is the critical question for 2026. Are you using spirituality or mindset to bypass the actual systemic reality your audience is living in? We see this everywhere. Just manifest more money, while ignoring that the banking system is shifting or that specific communities are being targeted by the state. If you're telling people to high vibe their way out of a nervous system collapse while their neighbors are being harassed, you are bypassing. Connection happens in the bridge, the place where we say, this world is terrifying and we still have to tend to our magic. It's the both and. If your content doesn't acknowledge the both and, it doesn't have resonance. Number 3, is there a human exit? Does your content force people into a corner where the only option is to buy now? Or feel like they're failing their future selves if they don't? A human exit means giving people permission not to buy if it's not their season. It's saying, if you're in a winter season and your capacity is at 10%, this isn't the right time for this program. Save your energy. I'll be here when spring comes. Paradoxically, That honesty is what makes people trust you enough to eventually say yes. Part 2. The De-Influencer's Guide to Authentic Promotion. Now let's talk about the launch. I want to dismantle the word. It sounds like a missile. It sounds like something you do to an audience, not with them. For the de-influencer, the architect, a launch isn't a performance, it's an invitation. Think about the last time you were invited to a really good dinner party. The host didn't scream at you through a megaphone about limited seating while you were walking up to the driveway. They told you what was on the menu, why they wanted you there, and where to put your coat. Let's do a somatic check-in here. So before we get to the scripts, I want you to do something with me. Put your hand on your chest. If you think about promoting your work and your heart rate jumps or your jaw tightens, are you operating from the machine? You are afraid of being perceived as a predator. Let's shift the script. So, script A, the capacity-based invitation. Instead of, doors are closing, don't miss out on your chance to scale, try, I am opening the doors to 10 people for this container. I've chosen that number specifically because that is the capacity of my own nervous system to hold deep, safe space for you right now. If you want one of these seats, here's the link. If not, I hope this week gives you exactly what you need. Script B, the lineage invitation. Instead of, I developed this secret 3-step system that changed my life, try, this work didn't start with me. It's a synthesis of the somatic teachers I've studied, my 15 years in the advertising trenches, and the hard lessons my body taught me during my recovery. I'm stewarding this framework now because it helped me find solid ground, and I think it can help you too. Script C, the soft open announcement. Instead of a big flashy grand opening with fireworks, try, I'm moving my work off rented land into a new sovereign hub. I'm inviting my pack, the people who have been reading and listening, to come in first. There's no countdown timer, just an open door and a place to sit at the hearth. Come in when the frequency feels right. Can you feel the difference in your body when you read those? Or hear those, I guess. The push is gone. The pull of resonance takes its place. Part 3, Beyond the Course, Reciprocal Revenue. Why are we so obsessed with the one-too-many course model? Because the gurus told us it was the only way to scale without working. But for many of us, selling a digital product to 500 people we never speak to feels empty. It feels like the machine. It feels like we're just selling information when what the world needs is integration. In 2026, we are seeing a rise of reciprocal revenue. This is revenue that feeds the ecosystem rather than just filling a bank account. Take the sovereign membership idea here. This isn't a content library. It's where people go to feel overwhelmed by 50 videos they'll never watch. That's the content library, right? That's just digital hoarding. A sovereign membership is a node. It's a place where the value is the connection and the shared frequency. You aren't the sage on the stage. You're the librarian of the collective wisdom. You're providing the hearth where they can talk to each other. Now let's think through this next idea here. This is the architect partnership. Second in command. This is deep level service. It's you helping another founder stay regulated and sovereign. This isn't freelancing. It's symbiosis. Their success directly feeds yours, and your stability feeds theirs. It's high touch, high resonance, and incredibly sustainable because it's built on a relationship, not a transaction. Now let's check out the pay what is sustainable model. We have to acknowledge the financial disparity in our collective right now. The economy of 2026 isn't a level playing field. Creating equity tiers or sustainable pricing allows for accessibility without devaluing your labor. It acknowledges that a founder from a marginalized community who is dealing with systemic barriers might have a different sustainable price point than a corporate executive. By offering these tiers, you aren't being cheap, you are being equitable. You are building a we economy that can survive the collapsing of the me economy. Part 4, Stewardship over Sales. I want to end today by talking about the high cost of forcing a launch. We've all done it. We have a bill to pay, or we see someone else having a 6-figure launch and we decide we need to push, force the emails, force the vibe. If you are in a winter season, if you are grieving, if you are healing from surgery, or if you are just tired and you force a summer launch because your bank account or coach told you to, the cost is your integrity, and your audience can feel it. They can feel the famine energy in your copy, and it makes them back away. When you push an offer, you attract pushy clients. You attract people who are also in a state of lack and urgency, who will demand more of you than you have to give. But when you steward an offer, when you wait for the frequency to be clear and the invitation to be honest, you attract the pack. You attract the people who are ready to do the work, who respect your boundaries, and who are there for the resonance. Build offers that you actually want to deliver on a rainy Tuesday morning when your heart is a little heavy. Write invitations that you'd be open to send to your best friend. Trust that in a world of loud, extractive noise, your whisper of truth is the most magnetic thing you own. I'm Poppy. This is Dismantle Hustle. I'll see you in the shift. And if you're looking for the scripts that I provided in today's podcast episode, go ahead and check out the lab. That's where you'll find them. And if you haven't joined us yet, the link is in the show notes below. We're building the we, one invitation at a time. Take care of each other.